This is my speech on Planned Parenthood. Imagine you're a person who's unemployed and does not have health insurance, and your child is sick. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? Alternatively, imagine you're the one who's sick and in pain with no access to health care. Without Planned Parenthood, low-income Americans would see an incremental shift in those suffering from sexually transmitted diseases, unsafe abortions, decreased mental health, and overall well-being. What do you think of when you think of Planned Parenthood? Is your first thought accessible health care or moral conflict? Planned Parenthood is arguably the most misinterpreted organization in today's politics and media. This organization provides many benefits to communities across the United States, with services ranging from general men and women's health to bullying and LGBTQ counseling. Planned Parenthood consistently serves Americans in demographics that need it the most. In various political campaigns, the morality and legality of this institution have been repeatedly threatened. Today, I hope to shed a positive light on this organization, making it a point as to why Planned Parenthood is beneficial as a resource and why it should remain legal in the United States. The first thought that comes to mind when people think of Planned Parenthood is abortion. While abortion is a service offered at Planned Parenthood, it's only one of many services they offer. I myself was not educated on this organization and had no idea what all it entailed. On their website, you can find all of the services they provide and that there's so many to choose from. Planned Parenthood works closely with the LGBTQ community and teens. At this place, the members of this community can find support groups, service referrals, and even hormone therapy for transgender patients. This alone is such a valuable asset for teens who are going through this kind of transition in their life, whether it be physically or mentally. Another service provided is vaccinations, screening and treatment plans for STDs. While STDs seem like they aren't very common, the Journal of Pediatric and Adolescent Gynecology and the CDC state that in 2017 alone, there were about 2.3 million cases of syphilis, chlamydia, and gonorrhea, which was an increase of about 200,000 from the year before. However, Planned Parenthood provided 4.4 million STD tests and treatments, 700,000 of those being for HIV, which is a life-threatening disease. So if you took those numbers away, it becomes obvious that without the access to this testing that they provide, the numbers would face a significant increase. They also provide free sex education classes for youth, which is extremely important in the mission to fight the spread of these infections. Women benefit greatly from the organizations like these because there they can get free pregnancy tests, birth control, contraceptives, and abortion services. Being a woman myself, it's extremely important to know that you have options, no matter what path you choose in life. When you're pregnant, they provide prenatal vitamins, ultrasounds, and a plan for the future of you and your child. And on the alternative side, if there are reasons that you choose not to carry out the pregnancy, they can assist with those needs also. However, I think the biggest thing that is left out the most often is that this place provides men's health services too. Men can get checkups on their regular anatomy, but they also are assisted in getting tested and treated for erectile dysfunction, STDs, and male infertility screenings. All part of this company play an integral role in the betterment of our communities. There have been several instances when state and federal governments have tried to defund or remove Planned Parenthood. This organization faces a threat in this country with each new governor or presidency. I believe that Planned Parenthood's legality should not depend on who is in office, but that it should be written in the Constitution as a right of the American people. Carol Joff writes an article about the Trump administration and its stance on abortion. Abortion is seemingly easier to access through Planned Parenthood, and this organization has been notorious as a place where abortions happen. Trump stated that he was anti-abortion during his campaign and saw women who got abortions as victims, and the abortion providers should receive punishment. He also stated during his campaign that he planned on defunding Planned Parenthood to stop these monstrosities from continuing. Texas is an example of a state where people have been put at risk due to legislation. The state removed Medicaid funding, which essentially defunds Planned Parenthood, since most of their patients are low-income families who rely on Medicaid to provide for them through Planned Parenthood. A representative from Planned Parenthood stated that in just the first few months in the Texas debate of Planned Parenthood, maternal mortality went from 78 to 172 people per month, which is a huge jump in numbers. Maternal mortality is when a mother does not make it out of childbirth. The Public Relations Review states that in early America, Benjamin Franklin talks about health as a fundamental American value, and that 97% of the work that Planned Parenthood does is preventative health care for women, not abortions. Statistics and facts like these in places where Planned Parenthood is being defunded shows that we have a need for an institution like this in our communities. In the future, each of you can make a difference with the freedom you are granted in this country. Your vote. Other than that, I think there should be an emphasis placed on writing Planned Parenthood into the Constitution as a natural right for people in healthcare of the American people. It has been proven time and time again that when the public no longer has access to facilities like this, STD numbers go up, along with the dangerous at-home abortions and infant mortality. Low-income women and men rely on this to get their regular checkups and screenings. I hope this speech has shed a positive light on this organization that has been extremely misconstrued in the media. And whether or not you agree with all the services provided here, there's no denying that some are necessary and beneficial to low-income communities who may not receive this care otherwise.